college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Broncos will kick it away first. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Kansas State's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Turns it on in midfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him...
Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes.
There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The give from the gun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Boise State's offense has the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
They'll leave it with him. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Leonard. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here's the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's complete to the right.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on.
Turning it on. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Dances away to buy time. Working that left side now. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Wildcats are on the move. To the air, it's fired. Trying to set up the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Trying to ball his way in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
All right, and you ran that 3rd down play, and you knew 4th down was coming. If you didn't score, what were you going to run? You're on the 2.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
Kansas State, 14. Boise State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
To the air, it's Leonard. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really...
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Yeah, and that... Well, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Hunt is on its way. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. On the run, it's Thorne. Gives them a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7.
Kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4. And
oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Wildcats are marching down the field.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The give to the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, running back gets to give. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Red pass, it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Pittsburgh is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in the Steel City. They're trailing by 11 to Boston College. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Leonard. The screen, he can go. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Second down coming up.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Brings up second down.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
The Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. Here comes the heat. They're working that left side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Makes the grab. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. The Broncos line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Off the play fake. Under fire. Stands in and takes the hit. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's fired. Back open in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if there was a coverage bust or what. There is no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. This time he's got it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run from the shotgun. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
0.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Finds the tight end, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive movements.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Kansas State pushing the pace. Tight end now in motion. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Fires to the big fella. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Gonna run it. It's Madden. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time. Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's fired. Caught in the backfield, it's Madden. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you...
There he goes! That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 25.
Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Toner. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Handoff to the single running back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Hauls it in.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's fired. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out at...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Caught in the backfield, it's Zimmerman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little bit.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Here comes the offense on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Wildcats! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. On the move at the 30. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hand off from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's got it again. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep going.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To throw, it's fired. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Got him downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He breaks a tackle. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Broncos will punt this one away.
Number 18, on to punt it away.
All the way back to the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Gets it out fast. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's fired. Has to throw this off his back foot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking...
Looking deep. Got it! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He'll bring it out. It's Toner. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. From midfield, looking for room. And there he goes. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Strong, tough run, and he's brought down just inches away from the score.
Man, how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Coming out with it, it's Toner. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Boise State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Rushes on him. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incomplete.